Focus on B, the video series where I spent about 20 or so minutes playing and talking about a game that I've got some thoughts on, and this is LEGO Racers for the Nintendo 64, which is the loudest game ever manufactured, despite the fact that it did not come out in 2008. And wow, okay, well, first of all, fuck getting the PC version working. We're playing the N64 version because it's better than the PS1 version, because despite the fact that the PS1 was kind of the better system, okay, it totally was in terms of sales, of course. The N64 did have the more PC-accurate ports. Anyway, LEGO Racers. What do I think of this series? Well, I mean, it's not a very long-lived series, that's for sure. Even though I think there's a lot of potential for these kind of games. Actually, I don't know. Wasn't there this one called like 2K Lego something that was like a more recent Lego game that was like I don't even know. I've heard of it. I have never played it, however. It kind of reminds me of that Lego DLC that Forza did a while ago, but doesn't matter. Point is, though, that this is one of the earlier ones, and, you know, okay, here's the thing. First of all, I like the handling. This is one of those rare instances of a kart racer without a dedicated power slide mechanic. Like, I think you can. Let me see. Fuck. I haven't played this game since I was a kid. Cut me some slack. Oh, shit. Okay, so, yeah, let's just explain the power-up system, because that makes a lot more sense here. The power-up system is quite different compared to a lot of other racing games, actually. You have you can level up your powers, so to speak. So if I collect these white bricks, as you can see, my power becomes better, right? It changes, and not just incrementally, it changes fundamentally in a different way. I mean, every single type of, every brick color is a different kind of power. So for example, the blue ones are all defensive, the red ones are all offensive, and ooh, a little shortcut, that's nice. The yellow ones, I think, spill shit behind you, and then the green ones are speed boost. So what you really want to do, like the meta here, the real meta strategy, is to collect free white ones after you've gotten the green boy. Now, obviously, I can't do that because I'm just about to end the race, and I'm actually not currently showing off one of the game's other selling points, but I'll show it off maybe later, possibly. Ah, it's one of those games where you can't just mash. You have to fucking wait for it to end. Like, you gotta wait for it to get through the credits. It's really annoying. So anyway, let's go back to talking about the driving mechanics, actually, because I've heard some people describe them as a little bit loose or slippery. I find them quite tight, actually. I think there's nothing really wrong with the way the cars handle. They have a very good sense of response. Nothing feels too heavy. All the carts control the exact same, I believe, and that's mainly because of the fact that, of the build system. See, the game lets you create your own carts. I haven't actually done this right now, but you can create your own carts. There is no effect on the way they handle depending on how you build them. That was most likely an intentional choice. They probably could have done that if they wanted to, but they didn't, because it's like, well, this game is for 3-year-olds, so obviously free to 99-year-olds. So sorry if you're 100 years old, you can't play this game. Yeah, I always wondered why they actually put like upper limits to age ranges, I guess to make it feel weird, if whatever. That's a tangent I'm not going to go on. But anyway, so the point is, you didn't want to overcomplicate things by actually introducing like a complex aerodynamic system or something like that. Even though the fucking AI, what is this, Forza Motorsport? Jesus, I've never played a more recent Forza game in my whole life, and yet I can reference that because it's like, geez, I guess I'm going to have to just keep getting the white bricks and getting the green, because that is the thing. When you get free greens and a white, well, no, free whites and a green, what happens is you unlock basically the most overpowered move in the game. It's a teleport that allows you to skip past like most of the track. You end up just getting super far ahead, and it's really, really useful. Unfortunately, it is kind of tricky to gather up all those collectibles, right? And sometimes you end up just collecting something else, which might be useful to you in the long run. I love how I just instinctively knew that it would be the Z button to activate the power-ups. I wasn't even thinking about that, but it makes sense with the way the N64 controller is shaped. Keep in mind, I'm not currently holding an N64 controller. I have never held one in my entire life. But either way, though, as I was saying about the car handling, yeah, I don't know, it's pretty tight. It doesn't really have much of a power slide system from what I can tell. You can kind of slide a little bit, but this kind of reminds me of Merhin Kart 2, actually. I'm so pissed at what they've done with the Merhin Kart games, because the first one was like this janky, weird PC, but also PS1 kart racer, and it wasn't really all that good. And then the second one is actually fantastic. The second Mario Kart game is really, really great, honestly. It was on PC initially in like 2004, and then eventually it came to PS2 in 2008 of all years. Yeah, I mean, it shows you how successful the PS2 was. And it was called like Merhin Super Kart, Super Fun Kart, some fucking stupid shovelware title like that. But it wasn't a shovelware game. I guess it is, but it was really good. It had a very unique approach to car handling because there was no drift. Because you know how like 90% of kart racers that are like Mario Kart clones will have a power slide move that drifts you around, and that's cool, that's fine, it works, and everyone does it. But this game actually doesn't do that, and neither did Merhin. Like, Merhin Kart 2, none of the Merhin games do it, but the only one to do it well was the second one. Because in Merhin Kart 2, it almost felt like you were driving a mini F1 car. It was super grippy, but there was a bit of slip to it you could give it. And the physics were really good. Then came Merhin Kart 3, and it was absolutely fucking abysmal. And then there was Merhin Kart 4, Merhin Kart Thunder, which was also shit. And now recently, they remade Merhin Kart 2 with the Merhin Kart Free tech. At least it feels like the Merhin Kart Free engine, and it's garbage. And now even more recently, there's even a demo out on Steam. Well, okay, this video is going to go up at the end of the year, so it's not going to be all that relevant. But when I'm recording this right now in March, I think, of this year, there's a demo out, and the full game is actually available as well. I'm not going to buy it, though, no fucking way. Of Merhin Kart 4, like the real Merhin Kart 4 that they've made, and it actually has a more they've basically fully Mario Karted it, right? 100% Mario Kart, as in it has like a proper drifting mechanic, and I imagine it's going to have a blue shell equivalent and all that. I haven't played it. Maybe I should play the demo, I'm not sure. But regardless of that, though, see, you can do non-drifty kind of... Oh shit, I should have held on for it. I should have held on to that for a little longer. You can do a non-drifty type kart racer quite well. Now, why do I like this substantially better compared to the second game, despite the fact that in a lot of ways, LEGO Racers 2 makes some improvements. For one, it introduces a big open world and greatly increases the environmental variety and the level of visual polish, of course, being a more recent game. It also increases the level of customization. I think it did? Or no, wait, hold on. I think that was the... Was that the game that made it so you can't customize your car? Like, you actually have to follow a preset blueprint? Or am I thinking of a different LEGO game? I'm not sure. But in that game, you actually had a lot more destructibility. Like here, it's just a visual effect to have the car kind of break, but it doesn't really break apart. In LEGO Racers 2, when your car starts to break down, it legitimately loses pieces, and eventually you're left fucking playing Sonic R. Like, you're actually running on the floor, feeling the sunshine. I'm not even kidding. It's hilarious. Like, you just have your little Lego dude just running on the floor. Ah, shit, you can have the collectible knocked out of you. I see how this works. Okay, I didn't actually know that. Man, I've been playing this game since I was a kid. Granted, no. I haven't played this game since I was like, I don't know, 10 years old or something. I want to use the super pickup this time, okay? Don't pick up anything else and grab the white one. And, oh, fuck, I just noticed. I didn't notice that I accidentally picked up something else, and that screwed me over. Doesn't matter. We're just going to keep driving. Now, why is the sand affecting me? I don't know. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Yeah, so I think what I don't like about it is for one, the game is a lot more boring. I think it dropped the creative power-up mechanic this game has, and the driving was a lot slower. Like, this game's pretty frantic. It's energetic, right? A lot of shit is happening, and you're constantly just on the edge of not winning at all, right? And that's kind of what... Oh, damn it. I almost got that. Please, don't collect anything else. I need to get at least one more white brick, and I'm fucking out of here, all right? Please, don't collect anything else. It does have a lot of cool things going for it. I do love the open world. I remember spending hours as a kid just exploring that game's world. Really, maybe I should do a video on that game too. I think it's also on the PS2. There's no way it's not on the PS2, right? So we're just going to emulate the PS2 version because ain't no way I'm getting the fucking PC version working, right? I don't think it's quite as bad as compared to other DRMs, but we'll have to look into that. I'll have to check the PC Gaming Wiki, see exactly what kind of DRM. Yeah, this is what we're talking about here. That's how broken this mechanic is. And that's cool. I think that the level of challenge required to acquire... Look at that. It's so easy to have your parts overwritten. So it's not as if you can spam it constantly. It's like, okay, you really got to put some effort in. Interesting that the game automatically triggers your pickup when you cross the finish line. I kind of find that odd. But anyway, I think I'm going to end up winning, right? Maybe after this we'll customize your own card. But anyway, so there's some reasons as to why I don't like the second game quite as much anymore, even though it does have its merits. I think it's just the driving is just really tired. It's not as exciting, or there's not as much going on, even though it has a lot of interesting it focuses too much on the things that aren't related to the driving. But maybe I should give the game another shot. I definitely should check out the PS2 version. There's no way there's no way in hell there's no PS2 version of that game, right? It's the PS2. It's a licensed game. There's a PS2 version of it, and I'm gonna play it at some point. You have won Captain Redbeard's car set. Fuck yeah. Anyway, I've also won his methamphetamine addiction. Let's see, congratulations, you've elected you circuit. Yeah, I know. Let's go to the build mode real quick, just so we can check it out. What the fuck is this music? I don't remember this. Anyway, let's just go ahead and make a quick little, I don't know, just a skeleton man or something. Do we have a skeleton torso? No, I mean, we have a stormtrooper looking guy. Cool, whatever. Let's do it. Make license, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm out of here. Player, my name is, how do I do, okay, there you go. Now, how do I actually type letters in? Yes, this is not intuitive in the slightest. L, fuck it. I guess I'm BL, the L key. That's I'm rebranding the channel. BLJ, fuck it. It's on the N64, we gotta do BLJ. Okay, what do I do now? Select driver, I guess? No, shit. I already, what? Oh, he has a different animation. That's kind of nice. Snapshot? Okay. Now what? Oh, build car. There you go. And look at this. You can actually customize your own car. You can pick like a different mold. Oh, you can pick a different chassis. That's really sick, actually. Let's pick like an F1 style car. And now you can build your own. This must have been pretty sick back then. You know, the idea of like customizing your car. To be fair, there's not a lot of games that do this anyway nowadays. Mainly because imagine like being given the complexity, like the ability to make a car with the model complexity of something from like a Forza game. That would just be, that would murder your computer most likely. Let's just put like, I don't know, some bricks over here too. What the fuck do I do? Put a few bricks here. There you go. Let's make a big wing. Make a big wang, because this is Need for Speed. Put one on this. God, it's so clunky. It is so confusing. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so use the D-pad to do that. I have no idea how to do this. Let's try, like, this. Can I not? Yes. There you go. Put that there. And then move this piece over here. And then make it work. Come on. Okay, now I see why I never spent too much time on this. There you go. Done. And there you go. That's my car. And, yeah, you can just finish it. And now you just have that car. That's pretty. There's even a little test drive mode. That's sick. Let's go ahead and do another circuit race and keep talking about the game. We're gonna do the second circuit, whatever it is. I have a very upset skeleton. For some reason, the skeleton is very upsetty because he get no spaghetti. Okay, Tiki Tribe man, I was just on your track, wasn't I? Wasn't I just on this track? Or is this a slightly different variation of it? It looks very similar. Or is that Traxism? Possibly. Oh, all tracks look the same. Anyway, ooh, go in the water. Oh, that's cool. It turns into like a little craft when you go in the water. Or maybe that was just me imagining it because I'm insane. Anyway, I turned down the music way too low. Doesn't matter. So what was I talking about? Presentation. You know what's funny about this game though? Yeah, the presentation. Let's talk about the presentation. Well, because Lego it looks the way it does, this game actually holds up super well visually. All it needs is just a little scale. As you can see, I've upscaled it, and that's it. Like, oh, you motherfucker. I'm gonna do something. I don't know what that just did. Oh, I've spun out. Damn it. And it's because of the inherent style of how Lego looks. It doesn't require that many polygons to look nice. The only bits of the game that are visually all that dated would have to be probably the textures, but even then, you could just accept that as like a low-resolution print or something. Now, I think there were some people, I've seen some reviews that were like, they expressed disappointment that the environments weren't all Lego, but let me tell you, my guy, imagine actually playing a racing game where the environments were actually entirely made out of Lego. Wouldn't they all just be 90-degree angles and it'd be really stiff and bumpy and weird to drive on? Or it would just be boring? no, I think it's fine to limit the use of Lego to just the important parts, like the little set details and stuff in the cars themselves. But the environments can just be standard video game environments. Just the fact that the game is Lego themed means that everything kind of looks like Lego anyway because it's from 1999. Yeah, it's 1999 on the N64 and PS1 and PC, of course. But honestly, playing this right now isn't too far from the PC version. Like, I don't feel like I'm playing like, oh, a massively downgraded version. Because again, the N64 was very good when it came to, I want to say, almost keeping up with the PC. Not like it wasn't one-to-one, of course. But it's still because there's not that many cross-platform games, so to speak. But at the same time, I don't know, it's way closer than the PS1, that's for sure. So would a game like this, and I mean like a complete remake of something of this exact title. I'm not talking about the newer Lego game that came out. I've never played it. Would something like this survive today? Oh, well, I don't know. It's very frantic, very energetic, and I think that always helps. That kind of thing always holds up. Get the fucking thing. Yes, I got it. I got it, and I finished. I teleported to the finish line in 4th place. Oh, is it gonna do that stupid thing that old kart racers used to do, where if I don't get 3rd place, the game's like, try again. Better luck. Oh, hold on, I can't do a fucking Mario voice. Luigi voice. Better luck next time. That's not what Luigi sounds like. Yeah, it's like, you lose, but don't give up. Try again. Oh my fucking god, they actually do that shit. They do that old racing game shit where it's like, oh my god, it kicks you out. That is brutal. This is a game for 3-year-olds. That's brutal. They totally just tell you to go fucking die because you didn't get 3rd place in the thing. Wow, that is evil. My god, games didn't fuck around back then. I should know that because I played this as a kid, but maybe I was just tough as shit back then. I just didn't even notice. Or maybe because I never got past the initial career. You know why? Because I think the game didn't save my progress for some reason. I had this weird thing where a lot of games wouldn't save back then for me as a kid, and I can guarantee you it's because a lot of the games I played were older games, because duh, and they didn't always have autosave, and me being a stupid kid, I didn't know that there was no autosave, so I would just be surprised that why didn't the game save. Other times it was legit an issue with the game, however. So that's kind of, that would just be the game's fault, to be fair. I think Hot Wheels Velocity X, which I just did a video on, actually would also have that issue, hence why I just decided to fuck it. I'm playing the PS2 version. Man, I love the early, like, emulation is awesome because it's not because it lets you play all the exclusives, it's because it lets you bypass the god-awful PC ports of the time. That's why it's so good. Because I don't actually want to play many PS2 exclusives, or even N64 exclusives. But like, yeah, when it comes to the PS2, for example, I don't give a shit about Metal Gear Solid, I'm not gonna lie. Or God of War. But, you know I'm gonna play all those games that were also on PC, but are a complete bitch to get working now because of DRM and other reasons. So it's like, screw it, I'm just gonna emulate the PS2 version, and it'll look and sound better, probably. Especially in the case of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. But anyway, what the fuck am I even talking about at this point? I don't know, about Lego Racers. I think this game is... It's fun. It doesn't hold my interest for a super long time, but that's actually not due to its age range, because the incredible thing about video games is the fact that they defy that. It's not like a TV show or something where it's like you really need something that's kind of more your age to hold your interest. No, with video games, I mean, again, one of my favorite franchises of all time is, at least on paper, marketed for like 70-year-olds. You know, Sonic. Now, I'm sure that they're aware of the fact that most people who play Sonic games are actually 20 to 30-something, if not older, right? Like the Some Call Me Johnny generation. Let's be real here, otherwise why would they put chunky-ass metal in the newer games? In fact, they've been... Now, what am I talking about? They've been putting metal in there since fucking Sonic Adventure 1. Right? Like, in fact, even Sonic CD has metal, right? Hard rock and metal has always been a part of Sonic. I mean, that's a fact. So they were always aware of the fact that they're like, why am I shaking my head? I got 2nd place. Is it not good enough? I still got like 20 points. But still, so this game isn't like that. This game is clearly marketed towards an even younger demographic, and yet, there you go, I get to progress. So we're going to be ending the video real soon. And yet I still find it relatively enjoyable, and even more so than its sequel. Even though I don't know, maybe I'll end up liking the sequel more. Maybe that game will be an inversion of what happened with Velocity X. See, Hot Wheels Velocity X, I did a video on it, and I talked about how I've grown to respect it more as a game, but I don't like it as much because I don't like vehicular combat. Maybe I will prefer LEGO Racers 2, although to be fair, LEGO Racers 2 has an emphasis on the open world, and I don't care for the open world. So you know what, maybe this is still the best one, or maybe that new one is really good. I don't know, unless that one's also open world because it's a modern game, which means it has to be open world. Therefore, I probably am not going to like it very much. I don't know. Haven't played it, probably don't intend on playing it. But, yeah, I don't know, that's pretty much it for this one. Just a bunch of ramblings about a game that I played a while ago, and I still think it's pretty damn fun. It's held up very well thanks to its style and its presentation, and the gameplay is unique and solid and doesn't feel too overtly Mario Kart ripoff-y, if that makes sense. Although at this point, games that were trying to rip off Mario Kart were still trying to sort of grasp at how to rip it off correctly, so there was a lot of unsuccessful copies, along with some really good ones like Crash Team Racing, for example, right? So I think that's going to do it for this episode of Focus on B, the video series, where I spent about 20 or so minutes playing and talking about a game that I've got some thoughts on that I might have played when I was a wee lad, or something newer that I might have never even heard of. That I do that sometimes too, but very rarely. And this has been LEGO Racers, 1999, PS1, N64, and PC.